Inside of me, can't take it out of me. No matter where I've been, it's about where I'm meant to be. I be shining perfect timing. Check your watch, and I know who I am. I am no longer lost. I got tired of walking around with a mask on, smiling but my heart singing sad songs. Yeah, I was living for myself. I was dead wrong till I got the call, no cell phone. I got tired of walking around with a mask on, smiling but my heart singing sad songs. Yeah, I was living for myself. I was dead wrong till I got the call, no cell phone. Man, you talking to the real me. Yeah, man, you talking to the real me. Yeah, man, you talking to the real me. Yeah, made in this image.
Especially in this generation, to them trying to navigate connection, right? Just because of the different ways where it's almost like they've gone so far away from the tradition and wanting to be so far away from the tradition, yet they still want to connect. And there's just challenges there. What do you think? What you're seeing from the current generation, like how?
I honestly, really, I have daughters. My oldest, she'll actually be 30, and my middle daughter, she's 25. And my son is 23, and looking at their relationships with their boyfriends, they're not married yet, and I just see it as a challenge because they don't believe in they don't believe in just having that connection. I feel like the connection is gone. It's just surface stuff. Like what oh, let's post that we're at this restaurant, but are you actually talking to each other at the restaurant, or are you on your phones the whole time? There's where's the connection? I feel like the connection is gone because of and I feel like the roles are gone too, because we see a lot of where's this, I don't see a lot of young men opening the door for the young women. I feel like that's still, it's not about just the woman being home and cooking and cleaning and the husband going to work. It's about, let me treat my woman like a queen. We're missing that. Back then, husbands they would open the door for the wife. And it's nothing wrong with a woman cooking her husband, or even if she had to go, if she don't know how to cook, go buy him something to eat, or take him out to dinner. I don't see that there's anything wrong with that. I think we're missing that, and it's affecting relationships, and people, or when they get married, they don't stay married because their expectation is just me. It's not we, it's me. And what can you do for me, and not what can we do for us? Yeah. And they're missing that, and it's unfortunate.
I think also, and the way that I see it, through my roles over the years and my profession, no relationship is the same. There's no cookie cutter answer here. Everybody's relationship is different, but the key tenets are respect, communication. If you have those two things, then you make it work. However it needs to work for you and your family. So if I'm the cook, and I've seen this work in relationships. If I'm a man and I like to cook, get in there and cook. You take care of your house. If your wife is an executive and you got to stay at home and be the parent, then that's what you need to be. But it's all about basically understanding how and communicating those roles early on in the relationship, or being flexible to change over the course of time. Yeah. So
like that, you cooking breakfast for me. Yeah. Most days. Back in the day, I would make breakfast for him, because he would leave every morning. Yeah, he would have breakfast every morning. I made sure. Now
I'm retired, so
he's making breakfast for me. So
I'm old and can't sleep, so I'll get up and make breakfast for my family. So yeah.
Would you hold me if I told you we can just run away? So come, my darling, let me help you. We can follow the sun and leave the rain for somebody else. Let's help ourselves, leave our troubles
Love is a beautiful thing. To be able to share, you know, your thoughts, your joys, your spirit, and I know, and your thoughts, your creatives, creative ideas. You know, it's great to have someone that you can share moments with. Love is not supposed to be scary. Love is supposed to be something that you want to move towards or go towards, not run from. And although I understand that a lot of times people have experiences where they may not have had good luck or good experience, you know, with love, meaning opening yourself up. But it should never be given up on. You know, when you have found the right person, it could be the best thing. It could be healthy for you. As I believe God put us on this earth to have a partner to be with. I'm excited, you know, about this journey that I get to have with Aaron. You know, from my experiences, you know, it has allowed me and afforded me to learn and to grow, to do a lot of self-work on me so that not only I can be a better me, but I can be a better me for my partner. I also feel like society can be a little rough and a little tough on people, you know, as far as the rules, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how long it should take before you fall in love, how long it should take before you get into another relationship after you've been out of one. I don't think love really should have those kind of rules. I think as long as the person that you meet or you decide to get into a relationship with is open and want the same thing you want, then you should follow your heart and just go for the ride. When I met Aaron, I didn't have any expectations. I didn't. It was just easy. It was just me being myself, him being himself, and that was enough. You know, I recognize how special, you know, that he is for me to be able to be as open as I was, and not even thinking a whole lot about it, or telling myself, well, I can't tell him that, or I can't do that just yet, or, you know, if I don't want him to feel, you know, this way if I say this, or that way if I do that, or, you know, I just let my heart lead me.
One of the important things that happens in a lot of relationships is your partner is consistently bidding for connection with you. It's extremely important that you understand that these little things can make or break your relationship. And so over time, little things like physical touch, looking at your person in the eyes, asking them to review some video that you've seen that you think is super funny, sharing a joke with them. All these things and these little bids that people are making for your connection are invaluable in defining your relationship. And I think that a lot of times people don't really understand it, and they're missing these opportunities, and by doing that, they're creating so many points of disconnection. And disconnection is what ends relationships. And so it's really important that you pay very close attention to these bids for connections in your relationships, because these things will definitely take you to a connection-based relationship instead of a connectionless one.
So for example, my bid for Aaron's love is he listens to me. I like to bounce ideas off to him. I like to share my thoughts, and he actually looks at me and he's actually listening without interjecting. And he's, you know, trying to understand at some point if I'm just asking for him to just listen without me saying it, or if he should give me advice at the time. But he does really well listening to understand which route he should take. So that's just one of the many bids for connection that I have for Aaron.
Chemistry is that thing you feel, that buzz you feel when you and that person come together and you connect, when you're intimate and you're showing affection. That's chemistry. Connection is much simpler. Connection is just an exchange between two people. Any kind of exchange is a form of connection. And while chemistry is important, because I think chemistry gets you to closer connection bonds, connection is vital because it comes in so many different ways. And chemistry is there or it's not there, but connection can be rejected. And then that's the difference. While connection is important because you need to pay very close attention to it, because rejected connection attempts from another person can eventually lead to disconnection. And I don't think that chemistry has that between two people has that same effect. Chemistry typically is there or is not there. Talking, like really talking. Like when I'm looking at Sophie, when she's talking, like I'm really looking at her. And when we're not talking, I'm really looking at her. Like I honestly want to get to know every inch of her face. And that's going to take time for me to do that, but I want to do that. I want to know what every inch looks like, all of it. And so it's important for me to really stay connected. And in order to do that, I think you have to really want to love the person you're with. Like you have to want to. And as Sofa said, you have to be passionate about your person, like true passion. And if you're passionate about them, then ultimately this connection is going to be something amazing. And so, of all the things that we devote ourselves to, why is it that in this space we don't give the same level of effort to like loving and connecting with our person? And I think it's because a lot of us are afraid, and I believe the society has made us afraid. And I don't think we need to be afraid at all anymore. And I think if we could just get more people to open up and be honest with themselves and with other people, that they'll have connections and they'll stay connected. And but I think the willingness has to be there, and you have to be willing to accept everything about your person as well, like all of them, all of who they are. Like I love everything that Sophie is. Everything, every way that she is. Too often what happens, and men are really guilty of this, too often we want to fix things that don't need to be fixed. We want to say things that don't need to be said. We want to offer advice when advice hasn't been asked for, right? That's a big problem for men. And sometimes our significant others just want to vent. They just want to tell us, they just want us to listen, and we're the one who needs to listen. We're the one who needs to receive the information. And I think that sometimes if we can learn and understand that, it will allow you to stay connected and then deal with someone who's just in a different energy space at the time. And then once it's done and it dissipates or it goes away or not. For me, and us like staying connected, I think that it will be easy because we respect each other. We're madly in love, yes, but we respect each other, and we really want to see the best from each other. And like you need that, like from your person, you need that. You need the person who wants to see you be the best you can be, and you've got two people doing that. It's amazing. The things you can accomplish are just amazing.
They're ready for us, baby. You ready? Waiting for my baby to come on in here. My best half. I like to call her my best half, old Cicely.
All right. I'm I'm here now. I'm here.
Baby.
And what we gonna do?
Baby.
Yes.
Why you got a mask on, baby?
I mean, because I'm trying to protect myself from the COVID.
We on camera, baby. We ain't got nothing to worry about COVID. We on camera.
I mean, but there's a lot of people out there. So what if it comes right through and smack me in the face?
Baby.
I mean, at least I'm prepared.
Baby. All the people are on the other side. In the interwebs, baby. Online.
In the interwebs?
Interwebs. They own the interwebs behind the computers in their own homes. They're not here, baby.
Oh.
It's just you and me, baby.
So
and
if I
a
take
cameraman.
this thing off, then nobody can get me.
No, baby.
Okay.
You ain't gotta worry about it, baby.
Okay. I'll take it off.
See, baby. You're safe, baby. You're beautiful, baby.
Thank you.
Just beautiful.
I'm glad we got that in. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, I think we're good. As long as your microphone didn't cut off.
How are we in? 1, 2, 3. Love power. Is that corny?
Put your lips in there. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that that's what we're
Love power.
People would just be like, right? People would just be like, "Are you serious?"
Like, okay.
Everything about the show.
They could have did without that.
Right, until they did that. It is what it is.
Inside of me, can't take it out of me. No matter where I've been, it's about where I'm meant to be. I be shining perfect timing. Check your watch, and I know who I am. I am no longer lost. I got tired of walking around with a mask on, smiling.